Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft Feed the Beast server. So yep, I'm over here back at the spawn area and I am making some stained glass. I'm getting use out of my ebony drops from those ebony bees. That's really awesome. And I found out when you're making the stained glass, if you press shift and you click on this, you see there's 52 here. If you shift click this, you actually get 2 at a time. So you don't have to click it 10 times, you can just click it 5 or whatever it is before you run out of your wax cast, so that's nice. And looks like we are out of this. Yeah, TFC is having problems right now. He was trying to put a chunk loader in a lava mistcraft age, and apparently when he's doing that, it resets the chunks that he was in and he loses everything. Don't know what the deal is with that. I was just talking to him about that. And he says, he said he saw some videos and there's no other reports of this happening. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, we are making this black stained glass right now. And that is because today I want to work on setting up the oil and getting the bees to power themselves through the distilled bees. Let's see, I'm missing one more wax cast. Do I need 4 stacks of black stained glass? I can't remember. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and stop doing this right now. I guess I can leave this extra propolis for other people if they need it or whatever. I think I only need 3 stacks of stained glass to go around each one of those hexagon areas. I can't quite remember. Okay, so yeah, here we are back at the base and we want to go over here. Okay, so yes, I have been working on this a lot. I did end up going with these disk drives. Kind of did a plus shape with them. It doesn't look really great, I don't think, but I mean, we can do things to make it look better. I could get some of the red power micro blocks and just micro block over it or something like that. One thing that I have noticed though between these alvearies and the older apiaries is these alvearies don't seem to do the little bee animations. You don't see the little bees flying everywhere. And it doesn't appear that they are spreading flowers. I mean, there are flowers spreading around. You can see there are random flowers, but it doesn't feel like they're spreading flowers like the apiaries are, because you can see there's a huge rectangle where these flowers are. And yeah, I mean, I've been having these guys run for a while, and it just doesn't feel like they are spreading the flowers, which is, I guess, pretty cool. I mean, I don't really care to have that many flowers. That's kind of ridiculous over there. But I just thought I'd bring that up. It's just something interesting. So yeah, we did do the disk drives all the way around. Kind of made like a path out of them. And yeah, last episode we were working with the dissipation charge and the rain. And the dissipation charge was not killing the rain, which I thought was really odd. And I am willing to bet this is not going to kill the rain either. It turns out there's probably some kind of a bug on the client side. The server stops raining, but the client keeps raining. Because I just slept. Yeah, the rain is not going away. I just slept about 5 minutes ago, and there's no way the rain should be starting. So let me go ahead and log out and log back in. Multiplayer, join server, and the rain should be gone. Okay, so that is some kind of a bug. It's not actually a problem with the dissipation charges. They do work. I think it's a problem with the rain wasn't actually there, but the client thought it was supposed to be there. I don't know. Very weird. It's not supposed to rain on the same day that you sleep. It's supposed to wait till the nighttime at the very earliest. Okay. So yeah, I've been getting these alvearies up, and I have gotten a few more over here. You see, I got a partial one here, and we got the frame housing. This one's ready to go. Yeah, I've just been working on this. It's a slow process to get all these things going. Let's see, down under the tree farm, I have actually started disassembling things in preparation for shutting this thing down. Actually, I guess before I head down there, you can see right here, this barrel is empty. This has had all of our extra saplings. No more extra saplings around except for these guys. These are the ones that are not the triple sapling, so they don't really fit in with the others. But if we come down here, and you can see I removed a bunch of these fermenters. And this one at the end here doesn't have any saplings. This one only has 5. And I left this one here in case there's an overflow of saplings. It would go into this guy. But Yeah, this one is running low. And these are the saplings that are coming straight from the farm. There's no barrel feeding into them or anything like that. So yeah, we are running low. We are just running on no more extras. So I started removing some of the fermenters and some of the pipes and some of the aqueous accumulators that we don't need anymore. Eventually, I'm going to shut this down like I said. And we are going to switch over to regular fuel instead of biofuel. And one thing about these farms, yeah, you can see there's a sapling there. Every once in a while, I'll find saplings around. There's another one. And I've seen apples on the ground. So this thing isn't 100% efficient. It's like, I'm guessing if a sapling comes out of here, there's an apple. Sapling comes out of here, I guess it has a chance to pop off further than what this farm can grab. So yeah, we do have a slight loss on there, which kind of sucks. I guess there's probably ways I could fix that if I was really going to do this in the future by putting water streams around the farm and having the water push the saplings back onto it. I don't know. It's stuff that we don't really care about anymore. Okay, so a few things that I want to do today. Oh, I should open this up so it connects over there. Keep meaning to do that. Yeah, so I put these disk drives around, and people were telling me that I don't need these disk drives, that the router should see all of these without needing to be connected. But that's not true, because if I do this and I disconnect this alveary that has the router on it, let's pick these all up, we got all 6 of them. If I disconnect this, this has no frames in it. Oh, I got frames over here. Let's do this. So if I put these 6 frames in this router, it's not putting it. Okay, so it just went to 3. Wait, what? 2? What else is it connected to? Maybe it's touching this thing? I don't know. I tried this before and it wasn't going anywhere, so we got 2 of them used. So if I remove this, yeah, it doesn't put anything in there. So it might have been connected through this diagonal block, I think. I don't know. But yeah, if I put these disk drives back, do this and this, maybe now it'll go. 2. Nope. Let me put this and this. Yeah, so now it's over here. So these disk drives are required, or at least something with an inventory, so it's part of the same network. So that's good. So I got these drives all the way around here, and I don't know if I'm really going to keep these or not, but they're not super expensive. It's just 7 stone and 2 or maybe 1 redstone, 2 redstone per, and we have all that free redstone from the witch farm. So yeah, I just figured we would go ahead and do this. It doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks like a path, but like I said, we can change it out for something later, or maybe put micro blocks on top of it to make it look like dirt or grass, or I'm not quite sure yet. We can have like a wood walkway through it or something. But yeah, having these in that plus shape is enough to get all of the alvearies in the same network, and they can all be supplied by that one router, which is really, really cool. So that's where we are with that. Okay, so today I want to get these guys making oil. And I want to get the oil being pumped, or I guess being centrifuged into the oily propolis. And then the oily propolis need to be squeezed. And from there, we need to take the oil that the squeezer gets, refine it into fuel, and have that fuel go into steam boilers to produce power to keep the system going, and also provide power for other uses around here. Because we have a lot of other things that we need to have centrifuged, like all the copper and tin and iron and all this stuff. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff to do, and I want to get started on it. So I have dug out below here, and I opened up a space. This is similar to what the tree farm looks like, I guess. But yeah, we're going to have this empty room down here below the oil bees. This is going to be where the steam boilers are going to be, where the centrifuge and the squeezers, everything that has to do with the oil is going to be directly under here. And eventually I'll probably have some place where I have a central processing area, although I might just have maybe a dugout room under each area for each specific type of mineral or comb or whatever. I don't know, that probably isn't the best idea. I might just have a central storage area, have item tesseracts around to move all the combs to like one processing place, and then take care of it all from there. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Okay. So first thing that we need to do is we need to automate these bees. We need to get them all hooked up. We need all the combs coming to a central location. And I have some stuff on me, so let's go ahead and grab this and check out what we're going to do here. So I have these pneumatic tubes. I have, let's see, what do we have? The autarkic gates. We need some wooden pipes. We need some stone pipes, I believe. Yes, stone pipes, I think. We're going to need some relays. What else do we need? I think, no, we need the apiarist pipes. We need some of these guys. And I think that is pretty much all we need. I got a lot of random stuff in here. Okay, so I do have distilled bees in here. And these have been bred to be near perfect. I started messing around with the advanced bee machines, and if we got time later, I will go into that a little bit. Oh, wait, let's see. So I need the wooden pipes. We are going to do a wooden pipe here. And then we're going to do an apiarist pipe, and then we're going to do an autarkic gate. Okay, so let's do this. Apiarist pipe, and we need the autarkic gate here, right? And this is going to be when there's items in inventory, we're going to energy pulse, but I don't have anywhere for these items to go just yet, so we're not going to set that setting. So on here, we want white. This is going to be any bees. So all the bees that get pulled out of the inventory will go up in here, which means the princess and any excess drones. And then we're going to have to set a color path for something else, which is not going to go back into the hives, like for the combs and stuff. So let's grab these pneumatic tubes. Okay, so I think what I'm going to end up doing, I don't know where I should start. Maybe right here. We'll just run these along the center. This should be fine. Maybe to right there. Okay. So we need the relays. The relays are going to take the items from the BuildCraft pipes and stick it in the pneumatic tubing. So I think I can stick it right here. Yeah, the cobblestone face needs to go towards the pipes. Yep, that should work. And then we need to set this apiarist pipe so red is anything. So anything else besides the bees and the combs will go into here, and we'll go into this pneumatic tube, and then go to wherever we're going to take those. Okay, so we just need to do the same thing on all of these guys. So I think what I'm going to do is make a cut. I'll finish this up, and we will be right back. Okay, so I got all of those things laid out over there, but there is a slight problem, and I need to make some covers. So, or is it covers? I can't remember what it's called. What are these called? These are, yeah, covers. So let's take some stone. I was going to use some other different types of covers, but we only have a limited amount of different covers that we can use. So those are kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to do stone because that kind of matches with what we have for the computers already. So let's just turn these all into covers. Oh, I guess that is a lot, actually. Yeah, I'll just turn them all. There we go. Right. If I have too many, we can go ahead and craft those back into the stone, or we can just throw them away since stone is really inexpensive. But let's head back over to the B area. So I put the black stained glass up, and I think it looks pretty good. It's not quite as black as I thought it was going to be, because if you look at the item here, it looks like it's pretty much solid black, but yeah, not really. I mean, just a little darker. That's fine. Okay, so down under here, let's check this out. So I have the pneumatic tubes laid out and all of the relays, and while I was laying out these relays, I thought it might be an idea if I connect like this pipe to this pipe and have it go into one relay that goes into this pneumatic tubing, which I could do, but I'm trying to get away from using BuildCraft pipes as much as possible for this project. So yeah, we're going to be using a little bit more relays, but that's fine. I mean, these aren't crazy expensive. It's not a big deal. But yeah, each of these apiarist pipes goes into the relay connects to the pneumatic tube network, and we are pretty much all good from there. But there is a problem. As you can see, these pneumatic tubes are connecting to these disk drives, and I do not want the items from the apiaries going into these disk drives. I want them to stay in the tubes until we get to a chest. So that's why we made these stone covers. So the covers, you just gotta place some, gotta hold shift too. You gotta place them right above the pipes, and it disconnects them from the disk drives. So no items can go in there. Just have to do this everywhere that these pipes are. And I might do this all over the ceiling where the disk drives are, just to make it look uniform and not kind of look weird, where it's half one and half the other, because that looks kind of weird actually. I don't know. But yeah, that keeps the tubes from connecting there, and now it's just one solid tube. We have to do this over here as well, so let's... Oh, that was the wrong spot. Yeah, you gotta get used to placing these micro blocks. They're slightly different. Okay, so that goes there. Where am I? I'm lost. Alright, here we are. Let's place it there. There. Good. Alright, and is this the last one? No, we got one more after that. Okay, so all these pipes should no longer be connecting. Oh, I missed one right here. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we got to do. I just have distilled bees in these 4 and these 2 over here, so these 6 hives. So that's the only pipes that I have connected thus far. Eventually, if I fill up the rest of these with the distilled bees, I will do the same thing on this side and just connect it to the same network. And I'm thinking from here, we will probably head down. Whoops, that's not a pneumatic tube, is it? I think we will head down something like that into the ground, because down under here is where we're going to have all of our processing. So this is probably where we're going to have our storage, or maybe our main input for all the stuff. So let's do this. Oops. Connect, please. There we go. Just bring it down here. Right. Okay, so from here, we need to get the items into a centrifuge to be centrifuged, and then they need to go into a squeezer to get the oil out. Then the oil from the squeezer needs to go into a refinery, and then finally, this output from that refinery needs to go into some steam boilers. So I need to make some steam boilers also. Let's see. I need to make steam boilers. I need to make a tank to store the oil and a tank to store the fuel. A lot of stuff that I gotta do here. I guess we can just go ahead and connect this all the way down for now. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. Actually, what I could do, let me grab a chest. Do I not have a chest on me? I don't. Is there a chest over here? Do I have chests in this chest? I don't. Dang it. Well, I suppose what I could do, I could get a relay. No, wait, we got a chest here. Is this got the... No, I thought I had... Okay. Is it this half that's not going to explode all the items? Nope, I chose the wrong side. Dang it. Let's get all this stuff in here. I just want that chest. Okay, it's good enough. Okay, so let's put this chest right here. Right there. Good. Okay, so now all the items in the network have a place to go. So the only thing I should have to do at this point is just flick these guys to energy pulsar, and all of the items from everywhere should enter these pneumatic tubes and get filtered down to that chest below. I think this is the last one. Or did I miss one? I can't remember. Alright, so there goes a whole bunch of combs. Yep, combs are going from every direction. Awesome. And they are all going down to that chest below. Did I get this one? I can't remember. Nope. Let's turn this guy on. So I think all of these are turned on now. Alright. Awesome. Yeah, here comes the combs and the bees going back into the hive. Very good. And they are now automatic. This is awesome. So we're going to be producing a lot of combs here. You know, all these things have frames in them, and when they deplete, this guy here should put more proven frames into them. And in fact, what I should do is fill up that relay so it can keep going. It has 9 inventory slots, so let's just shift click all these on here. Nice, and one more. Oh, I guess it took another one. Let's do one more after that then. There we go, awesome. Still got to figure out how we're going to fill this relay automatically. But, I mean, for now, I mean, that's quite a lot of proven frames. And these things should be lasting a while. Yeah, look at all these combs that are just going now. That's awesome. Also, let's take a look at this. I have changed these bees a little bit. Before, these were kind of bad. Oh, I don't have my bee laser on me. Let's go check out my bee laser. These guys were kind of bad. They didn't work at nighttime, I think. They didn't work in the rain. There was just a lot of things that were not good with them. And I have used some of the advanced bee machines to improve them quite a bit. So let's look at this real quick. You can see their lifespan is elongated now, which means they last a very, very, very long time before they die off. Their speed is fast. They are only producing 2 offspring, which is fine. We don't really need these guys flooding our pipes with a whole bunch of drones. And on this screen, yeah, I think both of the climate and the humidity were 0 before, and they are now nocturnal flyers and cavers, or cave. So they have all of their great abilities here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So these bees are now awesome, and they're being put in the alvearies with the proven frames, so they should be producing quite a lot of combs. Alright, so the next step is I need to go build some steam boilers. I need to... What else do I need to do? I need to get a centrifuge, a squeezer, and 2 iron tanks. So that's a lot of stuff that I need to do off camera, so I will be right back. Alright guys, so I've been spending a lot of time down here getting everything working. We've seen this collection point, but let's head down further. Okay, so as you can see, I have installed 2 ReuploadCraft tanks. These are the largest size, I'm pretty sure. It's 7 by 7 by 8 tall. And these hold 6,272 buckets of liquid. This tank here is going to hold our oil, what we get from the combs, the oily propolis. Rain. And this one over here is going to hold our fuel. We're going to use these refineries down here to convert the oil into fuel, and we're going to store it in this tank. From this tank, we're going to take that fuel, and it's going to feed a pair of steam boilers. Now, we're only going to be using 2 for now. I'm pretty sure this is actually going to support more than 2. Just 2 for now till we get the steam up and running. I'm going to hook up the power and get everything going off these guys. But eventually, I think we will end up hooking up a 3rd one over here, and then maybe go 2 or 3 more rows over here. So we will have a ridiculous amount of steam being produced by these bees up above. In the short amount of time that I've been working here, well, I guess short amount, it's been maybe an hour and a half. I've been working on all of this. We've collected this many combs. We only get a 60% chance of the oily propolis per comb, and each oily propolis gives us a half a bucket of oil. So yeah, we've got, well, quite a bit of oil actually in about an hour. I think that's more than what these steam boilers are even going to use when they're warming up. So I think we got a good surplus going on here. So that's good. I want to see this tank full, and have extras. Okay, so this is what I have set up. We have a centrifuge here. It's going to centrifuge the oily combs. The oily propolis this makes should get transferred over by this wooden pipe and our target gate into the squeezer. We're going to squeeze the oil, and I'm sorry, the oily propolis. It's going to turn into oil, and that's going to get pulled out through this liquid duct here. We got the arrow flipped on and a redstone signal. The oil should go into this tank. Down below, we have that oil being pulled out from this valve, and it's going underneath these 2 refineries. These refineries have more liquid ducts pulling out of them. There's redstone signal below this block. I have levers under here, and that is going to put the fuel into this tank. And yeah, pretty much it. Same thing with this valve under here. I got another redstone signal on the liquid ducts to put the fuel into these 2 steam boilers. So that's pretty cool. Oh, directly underneath here I have water, and let's see if we can see it in an aqueous accumulator. The aqueous accumulator is directly attached to the center, the center block in the steam boiler. Dang it. Is this gonna have to fill up with water again? No, good. Okay. Yeah, the aqueous accumulator is attached directly to the center block on this liquid firebox. So that is good. What else can we see? I think that's pretty much it. I guess the next step would be we need to provide those guys down here with power. These guys need power to turn the oil into fuel. And I got things pretty much hooked up down here. Got the energy conduits. Got the arrows pointing in, the arrows pointing out of these engines. These are industrial steam engines. Okay, so how are we going to get the power down here? Well, this is awesome. Let's see. I think it's in my little redstone bag, or red power bag here. We are going to do a liquid tesseract. and we are going to do a liquid duct. So what we're going to do is place these guys on the bar so I can actually set them. Do this and this, right? Okay, and now we are going, behind these steam engines, behind the blocks next to these steam engines back here against the wall, there's also levers powering these guys. So as soon as I give them steam, they should turn on. So if we click this guy and say do this, they should fill up with steam. This is steam coming from the tree farm still. Okay, so those guys are doing their thing, and they should be producing 8 MJ each. Yeah, they're still warming up, so they are producing the energy. Great. So the next step is to... we're going to have to power these somehow. Probably the same way. I'm going to need to grab another... Or actually, do I have a redstone thingy on me? I think I might have. Yeah, we got a redstone energy cell. So that's how we can power these guys for now. Let me stick this guy... right here. And then I think I have some energy conduits. Yep. So we can do this. I forgot about hooking the power up to these guys. That might help. Okay, and we want to give these guys not that much. If you do a shift left click, it sets it to 0. Shift left click on this one sets it to 100. I think we want to give each one 5, so I think 10 MG is enough. Okay. This needs to be flipped around, and is this outputting energy right now? It is, even though these things have no work. That's interesting. Okay, so they're just... Oh, okay, so just fill up their internal storage, and now it's stopped. Good. Right, so now we can take some of these oily combs, stick it in here. This should centrifuge, hopefully make an oily propolis right away so we can see this thing work. Oh, that's actually going to be a problem, I think. Dang it. I forgot that these oily combs make honey and probably wax too. So I can't just directly pull them out like that. What I'm going to need is an emerald pipe, I believe. You can set the items that you want to be pulled out. Let me head over to the base real quick. Let's grab an emerald pipe real quick and see what we can do. I'll probably set up a better permanent solution, but we're running short on time here, so I want to get this set up and going. Where are the pipes? Is it this one? There's an emerald pipe. So let's take one of these guys. I think this should do exactly what we want. The emerald pipes are just like the wooden ones, like I was saying, except you can actually put a filter on them so they'll only pull out certain items, similar to like a diamond pipe. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put an emerald pipe right here. Flip this guy around. We got oily propolis, sure do. Let's take one of these guys. Oh, I can't put it back in there, dang it. Alright, so we'll put this on here. Oops, can I right click on the pipe? Oh, I can't do it. Now can I, whoops. Dang, come on, get off there. Filters, here we go. So click on this thing without the gate on there, and we can say we want oily propolis. Alright, so let's put the gate on there. We'll do items in inventory. Items in inventory. Energy pulsar. Now hopefully we should only get the oily propolis and not the wax. There's a bunch of oily propolis. Okay, so that's going into the squeezer. The squeezer should be squeezing. And there's oil. Oil is going in here, but it's being directly pumped out and into these guys down below. And that's going into this tank and being immediately pumped out and going into the steam boilers. So you can see the steam boilers now are lighting up. Maybe... Yeah, it looks like they're not getting quite enough. Maybe I'm going to have to turn this off for a minute, let this collect for a bit, and then once we got a supply, I can turn these back on. Are these things even heating up? It's like they're getting fuel and then shutting back off. I don't think that's enough for them to heat up. Okay. Well, it's kind of getting hotter. It's kind of working. That one just went from 21 to 22. But yeah, this probably isn't the best way to do it. Actually, I wonder if I have some diesel cells, and I could stick those in here to fill this up. Okay, but at least this is working. We are getting the oily propolis that's going into here. Are these guys even full? No. Oh, they got some stuff in it. Okay, so that's working. Maybe I'll just do one steam boiler at a time. I wonder if I turn this off, if this one will have enough to stay on. Looks like it. Well, it's kind of filling up a little bit. We're at 24C. All right, well, I think I'm going to have to give this guy a little bit of help. I don't think it's going to stay on all of the time. How is this doing? This has propolis, and this guy... Why is this not being pulled out? That's weird. What? Gate. Items in inventory. Energy pulsar. Huh. Maybe this is not going to work the way I thought it would. Maybe I'll just have to pull these items out, use like a diamond pipe, redirect the honey drops somewhere else, and have the oil go into the squeezer. Alright, well, give me a minute here. Let me try and figure something else out, and we will be right back. Okay, guys, so I've been working on this for a little while, trying to figure out a good way to get this to be automatic. And while this does work, it's very messy, and I will be changing this, but due to time constraints, I don't have a lot more time to record on this episode. This is the way that it's going to be set up for now. So the oily combs come down through this pipe. Oh, here's one now. We can check it out. It comes along the pneumatic tube all the way down into this relay, and the relay will push the items into the centrifuge. So once the comb comes down here, there it is, it just adds to the inventory here, and the centrifuges it. In the back of the centrifuge, I have a wooden pipe with an autarkic gate, just pulling the items out of the inventory up into this pipe. It goes into this diamond pipe here. Honey drops go down into this barrel with the extra dimensional upgrade. Oily propolis is sent to the green path, so it goes down here into the squeezer. You can see I got a lot of oily propolis here. I've collected quite a lot since I got these oily bees, and I brought some over. This isn't just from what's been happening upstairs, although we are getting quite a lot of oily combs. But yeah, we are squeezing it now, and then we were getting propolis as a byproduct here. So I have yet another wooden pipe with an autarkic gate pulling out items from the inventory, which would only be the propolis, and that is also going into an extra dimensional barrel. So we're going to get quite a lot of honey, quite a lot of propolis, and I'm probably going to have to stick a void pipe on here somewhere just when there isn't enough room for everything. I'm probably going to need one for the honey, and probably going to need one for the propolis. I mean, that's quite a lot in this a little amount of time. But that's the setup for now. Like I said, this probably will change. This pipe here could probably come down through the ceiling right here and just make everything be a little bit cleaner. This I'm probably going to have to move, like I said, and rework it. I don't really like the way it's set up right now. Although it does work and it is automatic, it just doesn't look great. I'm going to have to do something with this redstone energy cell. You can see it's running low on energy, and as soon as this is out, we don't have power going anymore. The steam boiler's been going for a little while now. We're at 206 degrees Celsius. It's keeping up on fuel production. I did have to go and grab some diesel cells to give this a little bit of a jump start. But yeah, with that extra jump start here, we are doing okay. It's pretty much self-sustaining at this point. This tank right here, we've gotten a little bit of oil, 89 buckets, 90 now. And yeah, it is using a little fast, but the amount of oily propolis we have is more than enough to keep up and produce a little bit extra. Still nothing in this. It's using the fuel as soon as it makes it. That should give us a little bit of a... we should have a supply of this pretty soon. Once this steam boiler heats up a bit, it won't use as much fuel. And then once we get a decent supply, I will kick this steam boiler on as well. And we'll be powering both of these off of the bees. And then depending on how much leftover fuel reserves we have after that, I'll be expanding for more steam boilers. Also, I could add 6 more bees up there. We could double our current supply. But I think right now we're making quite a lot of oil. It's just going to be a little bit of time for me to find out, once these boilers are heated up, how much extra fuel we're making and how many extra boilers we can add. I suspect we can probably run double this, if not triple, but we will find out pretty soon. All right, guys, so I think we've done enough work today with the pneumatic tubes and the bees and the steam boilers and all of this stuff. Off camera, like I said, I'm probably going to rework this, make it look a lot cleaner, figure out a way to get the power hooked up here, which shouldn't be too bad. I'll probably end up moving all the steam engines from the tree farm over here, and we'll have like a big power supply happening down here as well. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.